Welcome, everyone. We're in Milwaukee, the home of the Bucks, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. For the Bucks, they continue their stretch of home games.
Yeah, and they just look sort of lost out there lately. You know, they're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen.
Now, here's Anunoby. Pass to Towns. Now, here's Hart. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA, and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Now, I spoke to him about the plans for Karl-Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. You can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thanks, David. McBride's shot is off. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Down low. And Kuzma slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Bridges misses. Here's Milwaukee now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak, but I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
You know, Prince is far from just a shooter and penetrator, folks. I mean, this guy's got a nice feel for how to play inside, too.
Anunoby with it. Out guarded by Giannis. Pass to Bridges. Fires away from outside. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
A capable shooter from all three levels, and Bridges with the smooth release.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, I like what you said there. I mean, both teams are in the upper echelon of the conference, but they really dominated that matchup. We'll see if that continues to be the case tonight.
1:53 left in the first. Here's Trent. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Back to Bridges. Takes a 3. Porter pulls it in. Bucks leading by 3. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
And Clark, the debate around Karl Anthony Towns. Is he the greatest shooting big of all time?
Well, look, if you just want to go numbers, it's an emphatic yes. No 7-footer has ever shot it like Cat. Around 40% from three over his career. That's not just a 1 or 2 season deal. That's a multi-year career. So I say yes.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 points. That one goes. 8 points for him.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
Yeah, a lot of character on display, a lot of guts. You're right. Even as shaky as they were, I would guess they felt they let one get away from them.
It's Hart on the wing. Right for 3. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the cheat by Antetokounmpo.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Pass to Trent. That shot no good. Bridges with some nice defense. Right side. Banked in off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Green fires from way outside. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter.
22. The Knicks 16.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Bridges. Count that bucket. Bridges got the opening field goal of the second quarter for New York.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Got that one up quick. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Boy, look at the big fella elevating when Towns goes to the rim. He's doing it on and with purpose.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
On the wing, Anunoby. On the wing, Anunoby. Back to right. He tries for three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
New York calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Here's McBride. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. From downtown, offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Back to Achua. New York moving the ball around. McBride's shot is off. Bucks leading by 8. Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
Back to Achua. Here's Tucker. Pass to Achua. Now here's Tucker from deep three-point land. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Green, no luck.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Count it. McBride's got 5.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Timeout called, the Bucks. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So both teams making some changes here.
Time for your 4-on-4 crew dance team.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes.
And it's Porter with the ball to the Bucks. 6-point game. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Inside. Here's Hart. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Back to Lillard. .129 left now here on the second. To the inside.